tell us what happened to your dad, my friend.
So my father was audited in December 2010, and post office auditors found a £34,000 shortfall. Subsequently, he was interrogated on 3 separate occasions by the first and foremost their contracts manager, then secondly the security team, and third the appeals termination manager. The appeals manager. Well, in my dad's case, he knew he was up against a really hard company. And father has always maintained, had he had pleaded innocent, ignorant, said, I don't know where the money is, or I've just anything like that, they would have finished dad off. So the best thing, but dad chose to just play along with this, make up a false confession, and hope the court summons would just be ended after he paid them the money. But then, to my father's surprise, they summoned him at court, and my dad rang up a lawyer at the post office, and the lawyer basically said, Mr. Patel, if you plead guilty to one charge, if you plead guilty to one of the charges, we'll make your life easier. And my dad was clearly shocked by this, and he was literally just put in a very, very tight corner.
Was he sent to jail?
He was given a 6-month suspended sentence and a tag for 2 or 3 months.
He had to sell the family jewellery
Yes.
to pay for a shortfall that didn't exist. There was you don't have to talk about this, I understand there was a racist aspect to this as well.
Yeah, so basically prior to Horizon Online coming on, so my dad's Horizon Online was installed in July 2010, but my father's always maintained that he had profound shortfalls from 2008 and until 2010. So when it came to about mid-2010, early 2010, he cashed in his Royal Mail pension, sold my mother's gold and her family heirlooms. These are gifts from
just to make up a shortfall that was not his doing.
Yeah. And prior to Horizon Online being installed, he literally put tens of thousands of pounds into the post office.
What did it do to him and the family briefly, my friend?
Well, ever since he had to sell my mum's gold and cash in his pension, I think dad just had enough. He refused to place any more monies into the post office.
How is he today?
He's disabled. He's got very, very bad, he's got major health conditions.
Brought on by this?
Yes. Prior to the harmful allegation and the prosecution by post office, he was fit. He was walking around. He was even running, doing yoga, you know.
Broken him?
Yeah, he's finished.
I mean, I sit here and it's an absolute honour to have you all on. Nick tells me it was so desperate and it was early doors that she contemplated taking her life. Janet, just the bravest to sit there. I didn't mean to upset you, but that moment when that door shut, 2 teenage kids led down a garden path, your father having to sell the family heirlooms and admit something that he didn't do. Somebody said to me earlier, you know, your conviction was quashed. We know about the Court of Appeal, but that was 4 years ago. What is justice, briefly, for the three of you individually? What can anything ever, Nicola, bring back what so many innocent people went through?
No, nothing can. The only, we've all got ambition. That's why we all tried a career within the post office. It was very respected, etc. And we all wanted to do well. And to me, we're all reasonably intelligent people and we deserve a quality of life. And I've done 2 decades. I know exactly what Janet's gone through and her children. And the trouble is, it spreads to the whole of your family. They've all getting dragged through it too.
And you it's Janet.
And this is what I'm saying about compensation.
Well, Nicola said something earlier about being spat on. There's no smoke without fire, right?
Yeah, exactly.
People will go, she's gone to jail.
Yeah, and that's what neighbourhoods are like, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's what everybody believes.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got up against the post office and everybody believed that they were.
They were
I
the
said it was
queens.
only up to last year that they've had to actually remove the logo, the trusted brand, because they're no longer that trusted.
What's justice for you, briefly, Janet?
Justice for me is, to be fair, I'm hoping that the inquiry, because everybody, compensation for everybody, so everybody can have a better quality of life and move on. I can't work because, I mean, after 2008, I was admitted into hospital, spent nearly 4 months in hospital rehabilitating, lost mobility completely from the neck down, told me I'd never walk again. So I do have issues physically. But for me, I think it's not just about money, it's about justice, and it's about everybody who knew what, when, and how long they knew, then being held accountable for what they've made.
Varchas, just very briefly, what's justice for you and your father and your family?
I hope my father is put back in the position he should be now. Unfortunately, Post Office are playing hardball. They have refused him an interim payment, which is shocking, but yet at Southwark Crown Court, they offered no evidence.
I honest to God, I've done many of these. This is probably one of the most shocking. Thank you for now